Grueheads, welcome to episode 3, Silent Shadow and
Crimson Quill, the keeper.
Pleasure to be back again.
Pleasure to be back.
Boom.
As always.
Well, we've got a special show this week. We're dedicating it to one film.
Yes.
But quickly, just to recap for the followers, last week I was set a mission from the Quill to take part in a film, and some followers are also edging me on to watch it and hope that I've enjoyed it. I watched Extra last night. Shit, it was a fucking brain fucker, I tell you. I turned it on and thought, what have you done to me? I thought I was going to struggle. As the film went on, I just fell in love with it. Good. Great fun, freaky as hell. Soundtrack blew my mind. I loved the soundtrack. I'm going to find that somewhere.
It's one fucked up soundtrack, man.
It's a mental soundtrack. I loved it. It was so techno-y.
Messed up.
But we won't ponder on it for too long because I think it's a close up. You guys can read. And obviously we spoke a little bit about it last week. And you can't really explain the movie anyway. It's odd. Yeah. I've never seen that.
Let's.
So we'll draw a line under it there.
Let's draw a line under it because this week
we're there we are.
Right, let me just put this up nice and close. You need to breathe in the darkness. That's it. All that dark energy. Tonight we're talking about the Orphan Killer. And anyone that's been familiar with the work that we've done thus far will know we're pretty keen on the Orphan Killer. The film's fucking awesome. It's just awesome. And we'll touch on a few little things about it. A little bit of artwork tonight. A bit of Diane Foster, a bit of Matt Farnsworth, and a little bit of Marcus Miller. So where do we start with the Orphan Killer?
I think we should start with Matt first. Writer, director, I think he edited it as well.
He's done all sorts,
He's in the film as well.
Yeah.
I think he's blood, sweat, tears, souls in the film. He's put everything into it, isn't it?
Oh,
and
everything.
It shows because
it's sperm too, man. It's all in there. It's greasing it all up for us. You should all know about Matt Farnsworth by now if you've been reading anything on Rivers of Grue. This dude has created something with the Orphan Killer which is completely unique. I think there's nothing like it.
He's given rebirth to the slasher franchise that was perhaps stumbling a little bit in recent years.
Stumbling, it had fallen over itself like a fucking final girl in a Friday the 13th movie. It was.
Yeah, I mean, well, that's the whole point. We've had Friday the 13th Part 74
75.
75, sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, apart from, obviously we've mentioned before, the Rob Zombie remakes of the Halloween, you had Halloween Resurrection. I mean, even...
Why did you have to bring that shit up, man?
Sorry.
Why? It was all going so well and you had to mention Resurrection. Now we've got to talk about fucking McDowell again,
No. But what I'm saying is, all hope was lost. And then you get Marcus Miller turning up, swinging around a fucking axe or whatever he can get his hands on, basically.
Oh, he'll use his boot, he'll use a screwdriver, an axe, a machete. He chooses his cock.
He's just a fucking animal.
He's an animal.
He's a danger. And the thing I love about him is he's believable in the sense that he's not some massive tanked up, like Jason Voorhees became.
Yeah.
Jason Voorhees started off as that just sort of a normal dude, didn't he?
Yeah.
And then by the end of it, no disrespect to Kane Hodge or whoever, was a fucking beefed up motherfucker but that's who you're tuning in to watch. Whereas this, Marcus Miller, he could be you.
Yeah.
He's the same. He's not unbelievable, and I think that's what makes him a little bit terrifying.
Yeah, and you know what? While you're talking about unbelievable, the kills as well, and the way that the kills play out. For example, there's a vicious head stomp in it, and it's pretty much as you'd expect it to go in real life if you was actually watching that. I mean, literally, Edward Norton done the teeth, didn't he? He done the teeth on the curb. Oh,
yeah, I can't never watch that properly.
Well, that's like Texas Chainsaw Massacre because you don't really see it but it's all the more.
But you can imagine when Marcus with his stamps that fucking head down. You can imagine him at the kitchen sink with a knife. You know, like how your mum gets dog shit out your shoe with a fucking knife like that. You sit there putting it at that fucking dude's skull, flicking it out all over the fucking draining board with the his clean cutlery, you know, that he just washed up after his pizza and chips and his fucking skull and hair and all sorts of shit in it.
Yeah.
Quality. And there's some other brutal kills.
Well, this is the thing. There's some really brutal kills, but they're pretty realistic in a sense that, for example, there's one dude, won't say too much, but gets pretty badly fucking tortured over a couple of scenes, and you're seeing what's happening to him, and you're thinking, well, yeah, he probably would still be alive at this point. It feels
plausible.
It feels plausible, yeah. I think that's the point I'm trying to get at.
I love the kill as well. Again, I don't want to go too much on it, but the well, it's set in a an orphanage, so it's full of nuns. So some nuns are gonna get it.
Yeah.
The one gets the fucking axe.
Oh.
I mean, he's so angry. He was upset about something, wasn't he?
He was
upset.
Yeah. He had some issues with that nun.
He was really upset. I mean, she may have maybe fondled him or something when he was asleep. I don't know. He was pissed off.
Yeah.
And
I reckon she took his anal virginity with.
She took something.
For the crucifix.
Yeah.
Rammed it right in there.
And then in return he rammed his axe in until there weren't much left of her.
And beautifully, that last strike for me, Farnsworth held back until that point. Or this is the way that I perceived it. Was that it was kind of teasing you. You were seeing Marcus, and you were seeing his kind of leering over, and the blood coming up, and the squelch. It was just awesome. But then that last strike, you see it actually hitting, and you see this sort of shudder, and yeah, it was awesome. But my favourite kill personally is the decapitation. I've seen a lot of heads getting chopped off. There's been some good ones. David Warner, the old bouncing bonce on the sheet of glass in The Omen.
The one you mentioned, Blood Runs Cold.
Oh, Blood Runs Cold.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a skillful one.
That's skillful, man, on no budget. But also you got your Halloween Resurrection with the plastic head that rolls down the stairs.
You got to go at me for mentioning it.
I know, man. I know, but it's current.
It's
current.
Yeah, and that's a bad.
You bought that shit up.
That's a bad decapitation as well, isn't it? I mean, the fucking
awful.
How'd you do that with one swing of a kitchen knife?
Oh,
anyway,
that's disgusting. But in this one, you get a proper carve. Thinking about something along the lines, the Prowler, Joseph Zito's 1982 slasher, Tom Savini special effects. We will talk about that at some point.
We'll do a special on you, Tom, because you're a legend.
Yeah, and on Tom. But that had a really nice neck carve that really sort of it lingered. With this, there's so much carving going on. It's going through fucking...
The fucking face one, I know that was a savage one, you know, when he does in the alley.
Ah, yeah.
That was like when you just thought, fuck me, this film is going to be in your face.
Yeah, when you see those brains spilling out the back from the exit wound.
He looked like an intelligent dude as well, because he had a big, nice, meaty brain come out of that cranium, or whatever you call it, didn't he?
Yeah, I reckon that guy was...
He was going to be a doctor, wasn't he?
He probably was already a doctor.
Yeah.
Probably was, but he never actually would have got a chance to finish his internship.
Yeah.
And it's all because of this dude.
That dude.
Marcus Miller. The mask is here. It's been on.
It's a creepy mask, for sure.
It is a creepy mask, man.
Yeah, and it changed you when you put it on as well.
It did, man. I felt the darkness. I sucked in that dark energy. Like it was a giant nipple.
Your eyes were a teat.
A teat, yeah, a bloody teat.
But your eyeballs did like some horrible little turn. They were glazed over like Great White's eyes, you know.
Yeah,
no
they were. Yeah, just black.
You know, the devil. That Sam Loomis, the devil's eyes.
Yes,
the
indeed.
Eyes. Yeah, quality mask.
Yeah.
I love the way he puts it all, like he gets it and puts it all together, because there's we're not going to go too much into the backstory, because this is why you should watch it, because it's got a good fleshed out backstory as well.
Yeah.
It's not just some random guy walking around just doing it and there's no reason for it.
No.
There's
social commentary, man.
Yeah, there's a really sort of you kind of feel really bad from why they get put into this orphanage. You'll find that when I say why they get put in there, because we haven't even spoke about Diane yet, who plays Will's sister.
We'll speak about Diane in a minute, man.
But you do feel a little bit of empathy. I think is the right word for Marcus.
Yeah.
Well, whilst he's as a kid, for what they do to him. When he puts the mask on and starts going, psycho and everything, then I wouldn't so much feel sorry for him. I'd just get the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even hang around.
He'd be gone. Straight out of Compton.
Yeah.
Crazy motherfucker.
I'm a coward. I'd be gone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I ain't no fool.
Me too. But before we go over to Diane, this dude, right, I've spoken to him on many an occasion. He's got this superb intensity about him, and you can see the passion. You can see it in his eyes, you can see it in every single fibre in his face. And it's a beautiful face, ladies.
Good looking dude, is Matt.
And guys.
That's what's saying.
Yeah. Oh, he's stacked as well, man.
I wouldn't fuck about him.
Oh, no, not only that.
Well, he goes
I'd grease him up, mate.
Yeah. We will grease you up.
We'll grease you up. You're a good looking guy, Matt.
Yeah.
Anyway, the dude is pure intensity, and he's got this brilliant vision, and it's one that's shared by his wife as well. That he's just crafted, and they've made so utterly unique. It's the social aspect of what they're doing. It uses the social media exquisitely.
Do you know what I think is really funny? Is they've created this movie and it feels like this epic franchise. And
already?
It's one film. There's not even film. Which I mean, they're working on a sequel.
Yeah.
But you watch it and you feel like you're gonna, it feels like you're watching like the 4th or 5th instalment of this of a really well planned out franchise.
Yeah.
And it's one film at the moment.
It's one film.
And I'm looking forward to seeing where the character, where Matt takes it, and Diane as well.
Yeah. Oh well, rest assured, it's going to go in a good place, because the thing about this is that it's been created in a way that it's for the fans. The fans have more input than they possibly even know at the moment, because they're crafting the sequel. A lot of what's going to be coming out in the sequel is going to be from what people want it to be.
Well,
and that's unique.
I know Matt and Diane have got a lot of time for feedback from the fans. That's why they do what they do.
Yeah,
they have a passion for the genre anyway, and I think you have a passion for it, and you have the time to listen to your fans. Then
job done.
Yeah, exactly. And I think some of the best horror films in the world are done by people who are passionate about the genre, and listen to the whether it be interviews, blogs, letters, emails, podcasts, whatever it is, whatever the media is, they take the time to listen to it. Yeah. And they talk as well. They talk to people as well, which I think is really humble.
Yeah, I mean the thing is, outside of this, I mean they done. Well, there's Iowa, which is 2005. That had John Savage and Rosanna Arquette in it as well, and that's dealing with the whole problem of meth addiction in the Midwest. It was massively escalating in the 90s, and it's calmed down a little bit now. Their work played a big part in that, and short films as well that they've done. Poor Man's Dope and Dying for Meth both deal with that as well, but they're real community figures, and they really care. They really care about the people and what they're putting out there, and they make it their life. Day by day, they're just chronicling everything they're doing with, let's face it, some of the shots of Diane, we've got to get to Diane in a minute.
We're going to talk to you about it in a minute, Diane.
Some of the shots of Diane that Matt takes, and things like the Bloody Rainbows, which has just started off and is going to be going in some really sort of cruel directions.
It's interesting. It's going to be interesting.
But the way that it's filmed, the way that it's shot, you can see the passion for what they're doing, and they live it. They live it every day, and no one does that shit. No one, and that's why I say that this guy's the next Carpenter.
Potential is sitting there, definitely. And Carpenter's legendary. Anyone who knows anything about, not even horror, but cult films and horror, no, if that name isn't in the top 5, top 3, then...
Top 3.
Then look him up. You're looking up, you're missing out on the treat.
Yeah, to be missing out on Carpenter, you can't call yourself a horror fan, really, can you?
But talking about Matt and Diane as well again, obviously we're heavily pushing this movie because one, we love it, and two, the sequel's going to be on its way at some, in the nearer future.
Yeah.
But if you want to if you've seen The Orphan Kill and you love it, and you want to know a bit more, they've done other films previous. So there's go on IMDb or whatever it is you want to you use for your search engines, look them up. They've done other films as well.
Do you know what? Sorry to cut in.
What?
Don't even bother about IMDb, man. Just tweet the guy.
Yeah.
Just Facebook. They'll answer if they can. And bearing in mind, they're doing a lot of work, and they've been to all the festivals in America. They're always looking at new ways of expanding it and changing it. It's constantly evolving. It's just superb. We got to spend some time on Diane now, man.
Yeah, we're gonna move on to Diane because how can you not speak?
Let me just right. This is the dude, right? This is the dude. This is the future of horror. Sorry to cut in again, but and now this is the true Scream Queen. Number 1. So Diane, where do we start? Can I start on Diane then?
I'll start with a salute.
Yeah. Oh, a salute. In more ways than one.
I'm going to be really bad and nick a quote from Wayne's World with Garth. If she was a president, she'd be Abraham Lincoln. Oh, sorry, I had to take it. It was cheesy, but
yeah,
it's effective, man.
A bit of cheese is good, man. I love cheese.
It's effective. I think it summed it up. As I'm looking at you, I'm just getting sneak peeks as well.
Oh man, do you know what? Where do we start? We're going to run out of time pretty fast talking about Diane first.
Okay. Well, let's talk, as we're doing the Orphan Killers, we're talking about the Orphan. Let's talk about Diane in the Orphan Killer.
Right. Fucking brilliant.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, she has most of the camera time in the film. You feel for her the whole way through the film, don't you?
Yeah, you feel her pain.
I mean, at the end...
She felt her pain.
Yeah, and there's a great chase scene at the end of the movie that is interrupted with she's been chased, captured, tortured or whatever, escapes, more chase. It's so dramatic and intense. Like the original Chainsaw, that chase scene. It goes on for fucking ever, and you're feeling it the whole way through.
Oh, it's the longest run, isn't it? Even Forrest Gump would have a stitch.
Yeah, definitely. Please, don't pull Forrest Gump shout on me, man.
Oh.
You know what ooze,
Johnny,
peas and carrots, and that is exactly what these two are. When they're the peas and carrots, aren't they? Diane,
she died on a Saturday. I can't do voices, man.
Don't do that. You sound like. It's like, don't. You sound like that's what Jason Voorhees would sound like if you.
I know, man. How can I come back from that?
No, you can't.
Shitty accent.
That was like a fucking Halloween Resurrection. No, Diane in this movie, like I say, you feel. She's just awesome in the whole movie because she's believable.
Yeah.
She's not like. She's made a believable as a believable character. She's in this orphanage helping out these because she's an orphan herself. Her character's the orphan. She's an orphan herself with her brother, Marcus. So she started helping out these kids that have been in the same situation she's been in, and then all of a sudden just all fucking hell breaks loose.
It does.
And she doesn't have a clue where to go, and. I'm lost.
It's hard, isn't it?
I keep looking at the picture.
It's hard. It's hard to sum it up. It's hard to sum all of this up in just over 20 minutes. We're almost on time now, man. But
I mean, I think
we more Diane Foster, more Diane Foster.
We wanted to do a video podcast commentary with the movie playing, didn't we?
Yeah.
Which maybe is something we could probably do at a later date to spend more time with these characters. Because apart from talking about them as characters, I've had the pleasure of speaking to Matt once. I know you speak to both of them on a weekly basis, quite intensely, which is all. I mean, that's what I'm saying. It's awesome. So I mean, just talking about them as characters, we haven't got enough time to talk about as people. We haven't got the time either really to do it justice.
No, but we need to talk about Diane Foster.
We need to talk about Diane Foster
as a sexual.
Oh.
What sort of word can I use? A sexual. Well, goddess just doesn't seem.
It's what the problem is. She's a bit like Extra. You can't explain.
Oh no! Don't compare her to Extra, man. I love Extra.
No, I'm saying you can't explain. I can't explain her.
Yeah, I'm getting you. But it just seems it's Extra, you know.
Well, yeah, don't compare the same
Panthers and life-size action men. She oozes sexuality.
Sex appeal.
In spades. She's got just the body. Oh, I'm actually getting lost for words, man. She's got this beautiful body. She's got these beautiful eyes, beautiful lips, but she lives and breathes what she's doing, and it comes out. She's such a good performer as well.
I was glad you mentioned that, not just her
sexuality.
Yeah.
I know Matt wouldn't mind.
She's
gotta be honest.
She's a great. Yeah, of course, but and like you say, she's a great actress as well.
And a really lovely person.
Yeah. She's pure, I think.
Yeah.
And it seems funny to put someone, to associate pure in horror films, but I think the purest horror films are the best horror films.
Yeah.
And they're sitting on a little classic here at the minute, and yeah.
They're sitting on C4, but it's already blowing as we speak.
Yeah.
Just probably we need to wrap up. So
we'll wrap up.
A couple of little pointers. We haven't even got to talking about the fact that this film is banned in Germany. And they didn't even release it there, man. It just got banned, and they got a letter about it. So
it's the best type of publicity, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's no bad publicity.
The film's been bad, has it? Oh, everyone wants to fucking watch it now.
Yeah. I mean, Guy Fawkes burnt down the fucking Houses of Parliament, but I'm sure if people had a chance to go for a beer with him, they'd be like, yeah, we'll do that, man. Guy. Yeah, we'll do that. Yeah, he had some publicity once. This has had. It's had bad publicity from certain places. Fangoria, they can just suck my dick for what they've said about the film. It's just disgusting. But the fans are where it matters, and this is where it's different, because it's all about the fans. It's all about the people that are investing their time into it, and that's who they're playing to. That's their audience. They're not bothered about, they'll do things their own way. If it means doing it the right way, and that's a pretty fucking good quality. So between them, I mean, two beautiful people, inside and outside.
Beautiful people.
But also two really talented. I mean, Matt has a very extensive CV, and I haven't even talked about the fact that he does, he does painting as well. He's been a meth counsellor. He trained to be a police officer as well. He's done loads of stuff. Again with Diane, she does singing and dancing, and she beat Anne Hathaway for a Rising Star Award for the Midwest in her sort of teenage years. They've got the credentials. They could be doing different things, but the fact that they choose horror,
they could probably be a lot more recognisable in like the standard Hollywood circles.
Yeah, absolutely. They've got some mad skills.
It's quite easy just to say, I'll do this film, I'll do that film, and sign your name and do whatever, do what the producers want you to do. It's the fact that they've got a passion for what they believe in, and it really does shine through, and it shines through on the Orphan Killer. So
yeah. And just one last thing I've got to say, but we've really got to wrap this up. The intro, that just shows everything that you need to know about his skills, because the aerial shot over New Jersey is just stunning. Shot on a Viper camera, top end Viper camera, and it's just fucking beautiful, man. That just shows straight away, the
quality behind the work.
Yeah,
the sand mix on the film. I mean, we can go technical into it, but
we're out of time.
We're out of time.
We're
so seriously,
out of time.
If you're stuck for something to watch over the weekend,
Orphan Killer.
Watch the Orphan Killer. If you got stuff planned, cancel it. Watch the Orphan Killer.
Yeah, man.
Well, send us your comments. Let us know what you think. There's loads and tons of content on the website.
And loads coming.
Oh,
what's coming?
So stay tuned.
There's lots of stuff coming that well, let's just say it's coming. One last thing. Next week we're going to be hitting. I'm gonna tell everyone what I'm going to be bringing out next week. It's not going to be a film. I'm going to bring out the first novel of C. William Giles of Tortured Faustian Slumbers, which is an absolute beast of a book. That's going to be my angle next week.
And yours truly is about halfway through reading it now.
Yeah, man. So
what I've read so far is fucking awesome. But you're only going to find out more about it if you tune in next week, or go fucking buy it.
But for now, I'm going to go and swim in a large pool of blood, because that's where I'm most comfortable. So,
see you next week.
Take it easy.